So my big question is, the Supreme Court has now basically turned down or suspended it, put it on the calendar, Peruta versus California. Will we ever get a concealed carry case in front of the Supreme Court?
Well, don't mistake the case being postponed with it being rejected. It has not been rejected. It's been postponed 11 times. That's very unusual, but not unheard of. And in fact, there have been a couple of cases that were postponed more times than that and then accepted by the court, and cert was granted and the case was reviewed. So we're still hopeful the court may take this. There's a lot of reasons that may explain those delays, including, not the least of which is, Justice Gorsuch is new on the court, and there was a big caseload that he had to catch up on, and he declined to participate in the cert pool, which is, or the case review pool, which is sort of a common group of clerks that all the justices use to review cases. He opted out of that, so he's doing each case review individually with his own office and his own clerks. So that takes longer. So there's a lot of reasons why it may be taking this long. So, but even if, so we're still hopeful Peruta will be taken, but even if it isn't, the NRA is not being short-sighted about this. We recognize that every case is unlikely to be heard by the Supreme Court, no matter what facts there are. Not just Peruta, that's just a statistical reality. So they have another case coming in California, the Flanagan case. They have a case in Washington, in District of Columbia, the Grace case. Then there are other Second Amendment cases that the NRA has been working on and that are queued up behind those. So sooner or later, a case is going to have to be heard by the Supreme Court that will address all the outstanding, or some of the outstanding questions respective to the scope of the Second Amendment and what the standard of review should be in deciding whether or not a gun law is constitutional.